Welcome back and thanks for tuning in to the Beck Law Office's weekly Q&A. On this week's episode, I'll be answering the question, what do I get in my lemon law settlement? A lot of times people ask me if they get pain and suffering, and the answer is no. Pain and suffering is reserved for other types of litigation and lawsuits like personal injury. But what you do get in a lemon lawsuit is your out-of-pocket expenses and what you owe on the car. Now, this doesn't include payment for inconvenience or payment for the annoyance of having to bring the car in so many times to the dealership. But it does include, your down payment, all your payments to date, and what you currently owe on the car, and anything else that you paid out of pocket on the car because of the problems that the dealership, for example, didn't cover. This could be, rental car expenses. This could be storage expenses. This could be additional repairs that you had to pay out of pocket for the same problem. This could be ride sharing expenses. This could be even travel expenses on a vacation that was planned, where instead of driving because of the problems with the car, you flew, perhaps the price of the plane ticket. So these are things that sometimes the dealership covers. For example, rental while your car's in the shop. Sometimes they'll give you a rental car free of charge. Other times they won't. You have to pay for it. Maybe your car breaks down on the road and you got to tow it to the dealership. That's something that if you pay out of pocket for it, you should pursue or have your attorney pursue. Now, if you have AAA, maybe it's a little harder, but if, for example, you use up all 3 tows for that year because of the problems you had with the car, because of the defect that caused it to be a lemon, I think there's a good argument that annual membership should be reimbursed to you. If you had to store the car off-site and you had to pay for those storage fees because you couldn't drive it, I think that's also something that you should seek or have your lawyer pursue in your settlement. Now, granted, these are all going to require documentation, so keep good documentation of all this stuff because at the time, the manufacturer is likely going to challenge that and they're not going to want to do it or they're going to want proof. But definitely keep track of your records. If you actually had to buy another car and because of the problems you're having with the lemon, in some situations that might be something that can be included in the lemon law settlement. Maybe not the entire contract, but a portion of the new sales agreement if you bought it because you couldn't use the other lemon car, it was dangerous or unsafe. But anyways, they all require documentation and all is going to depend on the facts of your case. So please speak to a qualified lemon law attorney. I'm more than willing to talk to you about this on a one-to-one basis. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or give me a call. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in.